Hello and welcome to Let's Get Growing. It's Jo Swan here, the educational gardener from Bulwell Forest Garden in Nottingham. And welcome back. Happy 2024. And we're finally back after our short winter break. And it's the end of February. We've got some new packs for you, and it's all very spring-like. It's still a bit chilly. It's been very wet, but we're going to focus still on hardy plants. We're not going to get too carried away. And so let's have a look at the packs. So let's get growing. Let's get busy. Okay, so for this week's pack, you've got Canterbury bell plants, wallflower, and a strawberry. And these are all hardy plants. So it means that you don't have to protect them. The Canterbury bell is a biennial, so it takes 2 years to grow before it flowers. So it will flower this year. So all I'm going to do with my Canterbury bell is I'm going to tip it up and we're going to check its root system. So it hasn't totally filled its pot, but I think it would benefit from going into a bigger pot. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to disturb the root ball and put a bit of compost in the bottom of my pot. I'm going to put the plant in the centre, and I've got some nice peat-free compost I'm going to put around it. And then I'll press it down. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same thing with the wallflower. So we'll have a look at its root system. I am going to put it in a bigger pot. It hasn't totally filled it, but they do grow quite quickly once they get going. So same again. Plant back in the middle, compost around it, press it down, and I will give these a water when I've finished. And then finally the strawberry. So strawberries are fully hardy. You don't need to protect them, they'll be fine outside. So it's just starting to get some new growth on it. So again, in the middle of my pot, compost around it, dead easy. Okay, that's this week's pack. And then we're just going to have a little look at some of the things from previous packs. For some of you who've been on the scheme for a little while. So this is our lovely lasagna pot. And Naomi sent us a picture of her pot at home. So my irises, she had her irises in full flower, full bloom. Mine have just finished flowering here, but they were beautiful. So that's Iris reticulata. And then we've got some crocuses, which is the next one to come up. So we've got some yellow crocuses, and then the tulips. I think that's muscari. Oh no, that's daffodil. I thought there was muscari in here, maybe not. And the tulips are just starting to poke up their heads. So that's our lovely lasagna pot. So if you've got any pictures of yours, please put them up on the Facebook. Last time's pack, we got a Dame's Violet. So Sweet Rocket, which is another biennial. It's a really good wildlife plant, and Sweet Rocket is rocketing away. So I only repotted it recently, and look at it, it's totally filled its pot. So I'm going to put it into a bigger pot. So this is a great wildlife plant, and it's got really lovely scented flowers in early summer. So that's that one. And then those of you who were on the scheme from the end of last year should have had a clary sage. And again, the clary sage, this is a biennial as well. So this will flower this year. It's totally filled its pot. In fact, it's a bit pot bound, that. So we're going to tease the roots out a little bit. And then I'm going to put it into a nice big pot. Salvia sclaria, I think its Latin name is. And it's another good wildlife plant. It's got quite an unusual scent. It flowers for quite a long period of time, so it's a good biennial to have. So press it down, and that's it. just one last plant to show you. And these ones we grew from seed in the autumn, and that's the sweet peas. So they didn't all grow, but I managed to get a few plants. So I've transplanted them into a bigger pot, and then one of my volunteers put these willow canes up here for it to grow up. So we've just got to tie them in. And the only other thing you need to do with sweet peas is just to prick out the tips to get them to bush out. So I've got the growing tip there, and I'm just gonna, using my thumbnail, I'm just going to pinch the end out there, and you can do that with all of the ends. There's another one here, and it just encourages the plant to bush out and you get more flowers. So that's it for this week's pack. And just to end with my plant of the week, and it's a difficult choice this week because there's loads of spring bulbs to choose from, but I've gone for something totally random, which is rhubarb, and we all like to see rhubarb coming up, so it's definite sign of spring, and these will be ready to pull in a few weeks' time. So isn't that fantastic? So thanks very much for watching, and yeah, if you've got any pictures of things you've grown, we'd love to see them on our Facebook page. So happy growing!